Hello and welcome to Better Body Movement. This class is designed to help you start feeling well.
I have less pain, literally eliminate that pain.
I just feel better.
I can tell that my posture is changing.
Bright light in the day when we've done our workouts online.
Makes me feel so good about myself.
The back of the upper leg is known as the hamstring. The hamstring is essential for hip extension and upright posture. The hamstring is comprised of the biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. All three of the hamstring muscles cross both hip and knee joints. If you have difficulty touching your toes while your legs are straight, it's likely your hamstrings are too tight. So let's take a look at how to loosen them. We're going to start on the floor with a foam roller underneath the legs. Roll your body forward onto the hamstrings. Remember, you can try different leg positions. While you press into the foam roller, you can use your hands to also pull the foam roller into your legs. To increase the pressure, press one knee over top of the other, allowing all of your pressure to go into the foam roller. During this time, you can also extend the knee, straightening the leg, and then relax. Remember, choose a point that's tender while you allow the foam roller to work into the muscle tissue. To finish the work on the back of the leg, you can quickly roll back and forth. Another way to work the hamstring is sitting in a chair with a massage stick. Simply pull the massage stick up into the back of the leg. Make sure the muscle relaxes. You can tell by how the massage stick works into the tissue. Loose tissue will allow the massage stick to move the bulk of the muscle. When using the massage stick, as you pull, finding a trigger point or part of the muscle tissue that is tender is likely. Remember to increase pressure in that spot and jostle the massage stick back and forth over top of the trigger point. Do not roll the massage stick during this technique. Let's look at an additional way to dig even deeper into the hamstring using a lacrosse ball. Sitting in a chair, align your body sideways so your entire hamstring is on the chair. Place the lacrosse ball under the hamstring. Using your hands, squeeze the bottom of the chair and the top of your leg at the same time. Extend the knee, then set the foot back down on the floor to create a contract-relax sequence. Choose a pressure that creates some pain in order to get the best results. After 7 to 10 repetitions in one spot, place the lacrosse ball in a new spot and perform 7 to 10 more repetitions extending the knee. You can also move the lacrosse ball further out towards the outside of the leg, working part of the IT band. Remember to select multiple parts of the hamstring, contracting and relaxing 7 to 10 times. The back of the upper leg is known as the hamstring. The hamstring is essential for hip extension and upright posture. The hamstring is comprised of the biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. All three of the hamstring muscles cross both hip and knee joints. If you have difficulty touching your toes while your legs are straight, it's likely your hamstrings are too tight. So let's take a look at how to loosen them. We're going to start on the floor with a foam roller underneath the legs. Roll your body forward onto the hamstrings. Remember, you can try different leg positions. While you press into the foam roller, you can use your hands to also pull the foam roller into your legs. To increase the pressure, press one knee over top of the other, allowing all of your pressure to go into the foam roller. During this time, you can also extend the knee, straightening the leg, and then relax. Remember, choose a point that's tender while you allow the foam roller to work into the muscle tissue. To finish the work on the back of the leg, you can quickly roll back and forth. Another way to work the hamstring is sitting in a chair with a massage stick. Simply pull the massage stick up into the back of the leg. Make sure the muscle relaxes. You can tell by how the massage stick works into the tissue. Loose tissue will allow the massage stick to move the bulk of the muscle. When using the massage stick, as you pull, finding a trigger point or part of the muscle tissue that is tender is likely. Remember to increase pressure in that spot and jostle the massage stick back and forth over top of the trigger point. Do not roll the massage stick during this technique. Let's look at an additional way to dig even deeper into the hamstring using a lacrosse ball. Sitting in a chair, align your body sideways so your entire hamstring is on the chair. Place the lacrosse ball under the hamstring. Using your hands, squeeze the bottom of the chair and the top of your leg at the same time. Extend the knee, then set the foot back down on the floor to create a contract-relax sequence. Choose a pressure that creates some pain in order to get the best results. After 7 to 10 repetitions in one spot, place the lacrosse ball in a new spot and perform 7 to 10 more repetitions, extending the knee. You can also move the lacrosse ball further out towards the outside of the leg, working part of the IT band. Remember to select multiple parts of the hamstring, contracting and relaxing 7 to 10 times. The back of the upper leg is known as...
All right, good morning. We are up and running, ready to go. We have a total body day planned for you, so hopefully you can get a really, really good workout today. That is always the hope. But before we get going on that, we do want to get through our iDedicates and our verse of the day. One thing I do want to say real quick is it's been so cool to see made an update post on Sky via the Facebook page, and just people commenting and sharing how much they care for Sky and how much they're praying for them. So it's one of those things. Sometimes we get in this world, or at least I do, especially doing this, like, okay, how much does the dedicate really matter? Like, how much are we focusing on that? Is it something that we're really dedicating our time to? And anytime I have that question, it's like I get shown every single time, yes, it does make a difference. It is so powerful. So thank you for being a part of that, part of the vision and the idea of, how we spend our time and dedicating our time to individuals or intentions greater than ourselves. It's just so awesome to be part of doing that along with you. So still praying for Lori and her mom, doing dialysis 3 days a week, Ethan with a stage 4 liver and bile duct cancer. My good friend's wife, who's going through breast cancer treatments and doing the natural treatments. So continuing to pray just for the removal of that cancer through these natural means. And then also Sky with her transplant and everything that she's going through, especially with anxiety, possibly depression, all of those things building up. It's a long time to have to go through. So the total 100 days of basically trying to not have any sort of infection or sickness come to her body. So continue to pray for these individuals. Would absolutely love that. Now it's time for our verse of the day. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another, it just is really cool in those times. It seems like this is a recurring theme, but why wouldn't it be? It's a theme of Scripture, is that with God's love in the way that He loved us, we're loving others all the time. And there's something really profound and really insane about what He's saying right here, because He's not just saying this to people who are Jewish, right? Like, I think sometimes it's so easy to think like, oh, it's just, people who believe in Jesus, so obviously they're going to love each other. Well, no, I mean, you even look at the disciples, it's insane that He brought together a tax collector with a zealot, right? The two are completely opposite ends of the spectrum, and He brought them together into this world with fishermen and, other carpenters. Like, what is going on here? There is no way they should get along at all. And yet, He pulls them together, and then He says, people will know that you're my disciples simply because you are living in love with one another. So just a really cool verse. Absolutely love putting that out there. So let's go ahead and transition into our workout. Remember, these are going to be the tools that you need going through the workout. So get set and ready for that.
Get ready.
Okay, let's get those shoulders warmed up. Keep them moving. Nice circles here. Get those arms. I mean, your shoulders should definitely be feeling it. All right, take those arms real big. Remember, when we're warming up the shoulders, we want to feel the range of motion we have with them, okay? We want to exaggerate that just a little bit. Try to figure out how much range of motion do we have. Can I get my shoulders way back? Can I take them up to the ceiling? Can I reach them forward and pull down and through, right? Same thing, internal, external rotations. I want to pull the shoulders back and bring them forward. Okay, so it's not just staying in one spot, trying to do this. We want to actually pull those shoulders back, chest out, and then come forward. Okay, just warming up that tissue, get that body moving, blood flow going, ready to go for the day, so that way we can get a good workout here. March. Remember, move those feet kind of quick. We want to make sure they keep moving. Get, again, that blood flow just all the way down to the feet. Pounding through this, making your body go, okay? Adjust my screen here a little bit. All right, into the leg swings. And with the leg swings, I want you to just do a nice, easy movement, okay? We're not trying to force and kick the leg all over the place, right? Just nice and easy. Think relaxed in the joint. Let gravity work. Just trying to lubricate that joint with synovial fluid. Hey, word of the day is brought to you by the letter S. Okay, shoulders still out of your ears. We're going to start already on focusing on posture and how we hold our body. Switch legs into a good leg swing. I suppose now is as good a time as any. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. We would love to have you join us working out every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. We are here to help you move well and live well. So part of that is having consistency and routine in your everyday life, providing you with the stability and stabilizers and body posture that you need. Okay? That's why we're here. That's why I do what I do. All to help you. Get good hip flexor stretch. Remember, tuck your tail. When I say tuck your tail, that just means Get your butt underneath you, right? We're gonna squeeze the butt under more than we're gonna worry about leaning backwards, okay? Don't lean backwards, but tuck the butt. That should be enough, if your knee is straight, to get the hip to really stretch here, okay? And about a 3-second hold, then lift that leg up, make that hip flexor fire, then switch to the other leg.
Three,
All right, here we go.
1. Get ready for row squats.
Getting ready for the row squat. So again, lean against the wall and stay as tall as you possibly can.
3, 2, 1. Row squats. That's halfway.
Okay, very good. Again, core nice and tight. Stay tall, shoulders down and back. Rest the core. Firm squeeze. Remember, you're actively pushing your feet into the floor.
3, 2, 1.
Getting those legs working.
Transition to chest press lunge.
Remember, with your lunges, if you lunge forward and that hurts the knee, because I know it could mine, especially with no ACL. If I lunge forward and that hurts, that sheer one motion,
2,
just set up in a lunge
1.
position.
Chest press lunge.
Okay, so I'm going to set up in a lunge position, and I'm going to go down and press up, right, till the halfway. Then I can switch my lead foot, okay? So make sure that you do what you need to here. I don't want you to go outside of what I call your abilities box, okay? So think of your abilities being this box. When we're a baby, it's pretty much virtually 0. As we get older and older, it gets bigger, and then as we get even older, it starts to shrink because we don't do things like jump and skip and hop and walk on ledges and try to balance on railroads, right? All of that begins to change and it starts to shrink. So if we take and try to do something that's outside of that abilities box,
1.
way out here,
Transition to hammer curl good mornings.
we could end up with an injury. Right? So right now, all I care is that you take this abilities box, what you currently have and are capable of doing, and you gently push
3,
on the borders of
2,
that box.
1.
Okay?
Hammer curl good mornings.
So again, it doesn't matter what your ability level is. What matters is how you push against the borders of that, right? Working each day very specifically to encourage your body to change for the better over a long period of time, right? We all want the instantaneous change, but that's just not the way the body works. Good, good, good. Remember on good mornings, butt to the wall behind you, right? We're traveling horizontally with the hips, not thinking chest to the floor.
3,
Big difference
2,
between those two.
1. Transition to step up overhead press.
Okay, here we go. Step up overhead press. Again, as you do step ups, right, push through that other leg, push down into the floor, squeeze that leg tight,
3,
shoulders down
2,
and back.
1.
Do your absolute
Step
best.
up overhead press.
Very good. Love it. Okay, stabilize, balance, core tight, butt cheeks tight, squeeze your leg really firm, doing your absolute best all the way through the movement, okay? I know you can do it.
That's halfway.
And remember, this round goes a little bit quicker. Okay, good compression, core tight.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Transition to tricep press down step back lunge.
Awesome. Tricep press down, step back lunge. Again, do your absolute best all the way through. We want to make sure that you're getting a tight
2,
squeeze on the arms.
1. Tricep press down step back lunge.
So tight to the ribs, right? You're pulling your arms in, so I don't have my arms out like this. I want to actually pull my arms down into my ribs and extend those elbows and force a nice tight squeeze on the back of the arm. Right? That's elbow extension.
That's halfway.
Get there and make it cramp. Okay? Tight squeeze all the way through. Very good. Again, doing your absolute best. Track control, core compressed, glutes tight. As
3,
always, we're focused
2,
on
1. Transition to hamstring curl pull aparts.
focused on the 3Bs, right? Your butt, your belly, and your bra strap. Squeeze those 3. That's where posture is maintained. That's how we get
3,
to appropriate
2,
posture.
1. Hamstring curl pull aparts.
Right, so core compression that we did yesterday and Monday, that is what we're focused on today, right? Compress the core. Don't just suck the core in. We want to actually create a firm compression that holds our torso right over our hips. Okay, good tight squeeze. Compress, compress.
That's halfway.
Squeeze firm, squeeze firm. Again, doing your best all the way through.
3, 2, 1. Long rest.
Good. Very good work. First round down, okay? So first round always for me is just kind of a warm-up, make sure things are working and going. If that felt good, if everything feels like it's working and connected and going through, increase your resistance or increase your repetitions, the speed of how you do the workout, making sure that you can still control your butt, your belly, and your bra strap. If it felt kind of tough, maybe weakness was in there and your body didn't know what to do, keep moving slow. Focus on how you're creating the movement and then go forward from there, okay?
3, 2, 1. Get ready for row squats.
Okay, here we go. Good row squats. Okay, press
3, 2,
really tight.
1. Row squats.
Okay, doing your absolute best through the movement. Okay, again, if you're against the wall, you're pressing into the floor nice and hard, squeezing your butt cheeks together. Okay? If you're rowing on the wall, right, and I've got a band like this and I'm on the wall and I
That's
squat
halfway.
and stand, make sure your shoulders are pulling all the way behind you. And when you stand up, your whole back side should be really tight. Squat, stand and pull. Squat, stand and pull. Butt, belly, bra strap, over and over and over. And if you think you're squeezing them
3,
tight enough,
2,
you're not.
1.
Squeeze harder.
Transition to chest press lunge.
Okay, chest press lunge. Again, if you need to stand in a stationary lunge, that's fine. Do the best you possibly can through the movement, okay?
3,
Your best.
2, 1. Chest press lunge.
Good. Again, tall and tight core compressed, nice and firm, doing your absolute
That's
best.
halfway.
Okay. If you stay stationary, switch legs. And again, you are trying to challenge. How deep can you go into that lunge, right? How does my body do? Can I push up with both legs? Can I hold my core tight through that movement? Shoulder
3,
blades down and back.
2, 1. Transition to hammer curl good mornings.
See, and that's the thing about quality movement, is it should take a lot of thought. If you're not really thinking about your movement, it's a passive movement.
3,
you're probably doing
2,
it wrong, right? So
1.
we want to make sure
Hammer curl good
that we
mornings.
get that down. So if you have questions about what that feels like or a certain move that just doesn't make sense, please ask. I have no problem telling you different ways or thought processes that you can use to try to activate the muscle the way we're looking for, okay? Again, core tight, shoulders down and back, squeeze your butt cheeks tight, stand up
halfway.
nice and tall. Good, good, good. Core compressed. Stay nice and tall.
3, 2, 1.
Very good.
Transition to step up overhead press.
I love it. Okay, step up overhead press. Remember, stay nice and tall. And as you push up overhead, do not shrug your shoulders
3,
to your ears. We
2,
want to keep those down
1.
while
Step
we
up
go up.
overhead press.
Okay. Good control still. Core tight. You don't want to push up and think arch the back to get up there. Core tight, butt cheeks tight, then push through. Okay. Balance into it. Okay. If you want to move quickly, you can move quickly. If you want to go pressing up from the floor, you can press up from
That's
the floor.
halfway.
That would be just fine. Okay. Again, doing your absolute best all the way through the movement. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. Your best.
3, 2, 1. Transition to
Good.
tricep press down step back lunge.
Okay. Tricep press down, step back lunge. So remember, as we go through these, if you need to stay stationary, go stationary. That's fine.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Tricep press down step back lunge.
Okay. But also remember, extend those elbows. That's the whole point. Right? So if you have a weight, just try to get them extended and hold them. Right? You might bend a little bit, then hold. Trying to straighten the elbows as hard as you possibly can. Right? Force that tricep to really work. Okay.
That's halfway.
Right. Get your best. Work through it. Work through it. I know you can. I know you can. Again, butt, belly, bra strap. Squeeze each one nice and tight.
3, 2, 1. Transition to hamstring curl pull aparts.
Good. Hamstring curl pull aparts. Last one for round 2. Today's a pretty quick day, so do your best through it.
3, 2,
Here we
1.
go.
Hamstring curl pull aparts.
Okay, remember, hamstring curl means we're just bending those knees. So think like a recliner, how you pop the footstool down. That's what we're doing. We're pulling that heel really hard down, trying to get the muscles tight. Okay, sit tall, core compressed, shoulders down and back. Doing your absolute best.
That's halfway.
Good, good, good. Tall, tight shoulders, core compressed. Pull those heels. Pull them, pull them, pull them, pull them.
3, 2, 1. Long rest.
Good. Wonderful, ladies. Very good work. Let's go ahead and get a drink, and then we'll go into the next round. Remember your 3 options for exercises and tempos. We want slow controlled for neurological, the brain to connect to the muscle tissue, so you learn how to maintain that all day long. Then, you also have the repetitions, right? So we could go more repetitions. That's more of a cardio. Or strengthening would be how much you pull, right? How much resistance you start moving.
3,
Okay?
2, 1. Get ready for row squats.
Okay, get ready for the squat rows, okay? Set those hips down as low as you can, and then you're thinking push
3,
through your feet, right?
2,
This is not
1.
passive
Row squats.
falling down. It's active pressing through the floor, pushing into the wall. Drive your feet. Hold those shoulders behind the ears. Drive the elbows hard, hard, hard. The whole idea would be that you're actually pulling yourself off the wall with the shoulders and elbows. Okay, get really strong.
That's halfway.
Good core compression. Squeeze tight, tight, tight.
Three, two, one. Transition to chest press lunge.
All right. Good chest presses. Remember,
Three,
use those legs
two,
well.
One. Chest press lunge.
Stay nice and tall. Core compress. Squeeze those legs. Good, firm compression all the way through. Okay, doing your best. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. To the center.
That's halfway.
Good squeeze. Core compress. Shoulders down and back. Again, your absolute best. You can do it. Okay? No matter what, it's always just get into the movement and try to stabilize the butt, the belly, and the bra strap.
2, 1. Transition to hammer curl. Good mornings.
Okay. Hammer curl, good mornings.
3, 2, 1. Hammer curl. Good mornings.
Okay. Reach your butt back behind you. Squeeze up nice and tall. Shoulders down and back. Okay. Push your hips back. And then drive up nice and tall. Okay. Core compressed still. Do your best.
That's halfway.
Good, good, good. Remember, squeeze those biceps. If you want to, if you don't have weights or a band, you can also press against your own hands, right? Push through it this way. Right? If you want bands, that's also in the comments, or not the comments, the description of each video that we have.
3,
so you'd be able
2,
to grab a
1.
band package and be able
Transition
to
to
use that.
step up overhead press.
Press up overhead. Really strong through your core and your legs, right? You want to be
3,
pushing the foot
2,
into the floor.
1.
Extend
Step
that
up
hip
overhead press.
down, compress that core. That's where a lot of our balance comes from. It's the leg getting tight and the core getting tight. The core goes weak, then all of a sudden I'm shifty. Got those shifty eyes. Okay, good squeeze. Again, stay tall, tall, tall. Head up to the ceiling. Think that string
That's
is pulling you
halfway.
up, right? Up here. Just that little bit of a thought can really help our posture. Whether we're sitting, standing, walking. Very helpful. Okay, very good. Again, butt, belly, bra strap. Re-squeeze them. Re-squeeze them.
3, 2, 1. Transition to tricep press down step back lunge.
Very good. Again, compress your core
3,
before you even start.
2,
Okay, core tight.
1. Tricep press down step back lunge.
Your absolute best, ladies. Core tight. Squeeze the butt cheeks. And then hold those shoulders down and back. Good, good, good. Okay, and again, pick what works for you, right? You don't have
That's
to be
halfway.
doing jumps like Jacob over there, but we do want to be challenging ourselves. Again, that abilities box. If our box is only this big, we want to push the borders. We don't want to just jump outside of it and do something crazy and get hurt. Okay, so gently, over a long period of time, we try to grow that box.
3, 2, 1. Transition to hamstring curl pull aparts.
Good, hamstring curl pull aparts. Last one of the round. Again, core compressed.
3,
Shoulders down and
2,
back. Sit tall.
1. Hamstring curl pull aparts.
Okay, here we go. Good, tight squeeze. Remember, bend those knees. Pull the heels like you're driving them behind you. Compress, compress, compress. Nice and firm. Again, doing your absolute best, your best.
That's halfway.
Good squeeze. Finish strong. Almost there. Almost there. Very good. Finish out.
3, 2, 1. Long rest.
Good. Okay. Long rest. One more round, then we are all done for the day. Remember, get a drink. Just make them nice and small so that way it's not sloshing through your stomach. Squeeze everything this round, okay? Whether it's neurological control, nice and slow, strength, adding resistance, or repetitions for cardio. Whatever you're doing, do it well, okay? Think about how you're doing your movements.
3.
All right, let's get set up.
Get ready for row squats.
Okay, here we go. Good work here. Good work.
3, 2, 1. Row squats.
Okay, sit into it as deep as you can, and then once you hit that depth, start pushing down into the floor. Again, you're not passively sinking down. It's not a slow passing here where we just are going down. I want to actively be pushing up. Okay? Active. Squeeze your butt cheeks, shoulders down and
That's
back,
halfway.
elbows tight. Okay? Firm movements, firm squeeze. Okay? You should be in good control. Okay? Finish out strong. You got it. This is our last round, so do your absolute best. You don't want to quit a Friday saying, "Oh, I didn't do my best."
Transition to chest press lunge.
Okay, here we go. Good chest press. Good.
3, 2, 1. Chest press lunge.
Again, focus on how you're doing the movement, right? If this is painful for the knees, stay in one position. Go down, push back up, down, push back up. Doing your best all the way through, okay? All the way through. Good squeeze.
That's halfway.
Again, shoulders down and back. Butt, belly, bra strap. Squeeze tight. Think pinch a penny between your butt cheeks. Tight. Compress that core like you're about to get hit. And then get those
3,
shoulders down and back.
2, 1. Transition to hammer curl good mornings.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1. Hammer curl good mornings.
Remember, with the good mornings, your butt should be traveling backwards, right? We're not thinking chest to the floor and rounding the back. I want to actually pull my shoulders, compress my core, and that's going to help get all of that tight. So my butt then should travel all the way to the wall behind me as I go through the movement and squeeze up. Because again, the point's not
That's
to touch your
halfway.
toes, right? The point here is to stretch the hamstrings so we can get a good stretch on it and then contract it, forcing the hamstrings and the glutes to really fire, right? So that's why we drive those hips all the way forward. Okay, and I say tuck the tail. So
3,
my tail's
2,
up, my back's
1.
arched.
Transition
my
to
tail's
step
down,
up overhead press.
tucking my butt cheeks nice and tight. And here we go. Good step up overhead presses.
2, 1. Step up overhead press.
Again, and you might need to start just simply with what is a stable environment feel like core tight, legs tight, shoulders down and back. Okay, this is my starting position. This is what I return to with every single repetition, making sure that everything is as tight as it should be. Okay, good squeezes.
That's halfway.
Good, and doing your best. Very good. Again, go back to core compression. Shoulders down and back, and out of your ears.
3, 2,
Glutes tight.
1.
Pressing through.
Transition to tricep press down step back lunge.
Here we go. Tricep press downs. So again, as we press down, I want to take and straighten
3,
those elbows
2,
as hard as I can,
1.
squeezing tight
Tricep press
into
down
my
step
ribs.
back lunge.
Okay? Again, if the movement forward or backwards on a lunge is hard on your knees, just go to a lunge stance, go down as far as you can, and then push up. Again, we want to have 50% of the weight on each leg. Okay? We don't want to be leaning forward in a lunge position. Right? We want to make both legs work
That's
simultaneously. Then each one only has to lift 50% of your weight. And again, if there's pain, don't drop further into the pain. Just do what motion you have currently, keeping your butt, belly, and bra strap tight. You'll be set. Okay, here we go.
3,
Let's finish through.
2, 1. Transition to
You're done.
hamstring curl pull aparts.
You're perfectly fine. Good, good, good. Here we go. Last
3,
one. Hamstring curl
2,
pull aparts.
1. Hamstring curl pull aparts.
Yeah, again, sit really tall, shoulder blades down and back. Squeeze your butt cheeks tight, and then pull those heels, right? Think a recliner, a footstool. You're trying to pop that footstool down. Firm squeeze. Bend those knees. Firm squeeze. Bend those knees. Okay, here we go.
That's
Pull,
halfway.
pull, pull. Right, whatever you're doing with your arms, whether it's a straight arm pull apart or the external rotation, set your shoulders down and back. Down and back. Okay? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, again, doing your best
3,
through.
2, 1. Way to be rock stars.
Awesome. All right. Well, very, very good. So glad you guys could be here for today's workout. Just remember, have an absolutely fantastic weekend. Please make it your mission to make someone smile, okay? Have an absolutely wonderful day. As always, I am here to help you move well so you live well.
The back of the upper leg is known as the hamstring. The hamstring is essential for hip extension and upright posture. The hamstring is comprised of the biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. All three of the hamstring muscles cross both hip and knee joints. If you have difficulty touching your toes while your legs are straight, it's likely your hamstrings are too tight. So let's take a look at how to loosen them. We're going to start on the floor with a foam roller underneath the legs. Roll your body forward onto the hamstrings. Remember, you can try different leg positions. While you press into the foam roller, you can use your hands to also pull the foam roller into your legs. To increase the pressure, press one knee over top of the other, allowing all of your pressure to go into the foam roller. During this time, you can also extend the knee, straightening the leg, and then relax. Remember, choose a point that's tender while you allow the foam roller to work into the muscle tissue. To finish the work on the back of the leg, you can quickly roll back and forth. Another way to work the hamstring is sitting in a chair with a massage stick. Simply pull the massage stick up into the back of the leg. Make sure the muscle relaxes. You can tell by how the massage stick works into the tissue. Loose tissue will allow the massage stick to move the bulk of the muscle. When using the massage stick, as you pull, finding a trigger point or part of the muscle tissue that is tender is likely. Remember to increase pressure in that spot and jostle the massage stick back and forth over top of the trigger point. Do not roll the massage stick during this technique. Let's look at an additional way to dig even deeper into the hamstring using a lacrosse ball. Sitting in a chair, align your body sideways so your entire hamstring is on the chair. Place the lacrosse ball under the hamstring. Using your hands, squeeze the bottom of the chair and the top of your leg at the same time. Extend the knee, then set the foot back down on the floor to create a contract-relax sequence. Choose a pressure that creates some pain in order to get the best results. After 7 to 10 repetitions in one spot, place the lacrosse ball in a new spot and perform 7 to 10 more repetitions extending the knee. You can also move the lacrosse ball further out towards the outside of the leg, working part of the IT band. Remember to select multiple parts of the hamstring, contracting and relaxing 7 to 10 times.